All right, I've reached the shrine, the temple at Hirasawa. Let's go ahead and climb the stairs. Pass through the gates here. Guarded on either side by the deities of fierce faces. One has its mouth open, the other has its mouth closed, making these sounds that represent birth and death. That's a very loud light. And then there's the sandals, significantly like a pilgrimage. And then the stairs that go up to the top. There's a statue of the Kannon deity that resides in the structure at the top. And that Kannon deity is brought out every 7 years and paraded through the valley here. I remember when that happened when we were raising our daughter here, and Emily got to participate, got to dress up and go along with the deity. There's various shrines over there. There used to be a koi pond. Oh, it's right here. And there's a big white coin in there. Years ago. Maybe it's still in there somewhere. Anyway, let's go ahead and climb the stairs. Now this will be a test. There's a lot of stairs. Emily counted them once. I don't remember. Let's see if I can do it and how winded I'll be at the top. Here we go. If I can do it without falling down. It's so good to be back here again, doing this. But I'm not the person that I was before. Gone are the weight of anxiety and worry and midlife confusion that I struggled with in my 30s and 40s and through most of my 50s. It's only now at the onset of the 60s that there's at last the peace that should come of the hard work of trying to live our best lives. Hey, I'm not too winded at all. That wasn't hard. I just walking 1,000 miles through the Anthroburgo Desert in the last 6 months did the trick. I remember when they put this prayer wheel thingy in here. I don't know quite how it works, but you turn it and get some luck. And then up here, Emily, our daughter, used to climb here to deposit her coins and rattle the bell. Is this the thing about the deity? I remember there was fire involved. There's the bell up there. Oh, here it is. Oops, something's moving in the trees. There's the Kannon. It's brought out every 7 years. I wonder how soon it's due again. There's a big temple bell right there. There's an old cemetery right over here. Let's go take a look. And our cat is buried right down here. You can't see anything now. It's completely dark. Maybe my flashlight will help. We'll go look at the old cemetery. And then beyond the cemetery is the trail to the top of the Yohandaira. Here's the buckets to clean the graves. Like I said, there's a graveyard right down there, including the pet cemetery where our dog, goodness, not our daughter, where our dog is, not our dog, a cat, Nickel, a cat that we brought with us from America the first time we moved as a family to Japan in 2003. Now, they couldn't have possibly put this cemetery in a more frightening place at the back of this temple in the forest. And it's kind of the reason it's especially spooky is that This is where they put all the graves of the forgotten people. Because after a while, families die away. I think it's like 7 generations, and a family is finished. It's right up there. Should we go up the stairs? About 7 generations, and every family is finished. Which is funny because it's about 7 generations before your genetics are so diluted one generation to another that your descendants 7 generations out are essentially no different than strangers. And how interesting that on average, families die out after 7 generations. I don't remember where. See, it's really hard. This is really an abandoned cemetery. It's hard to find your way up here. See, these are cemetery plots right here. There's human ashes down there, but there's no stones. The stones are gone. And it's really hard to climb without stumbling and falling off the whoa. I'm going to do this in as respectful a way as I can. Of course, I'll climb this step now. I'll just take a look at these graves. We won't stay here. This is a grave. This doesn't look forgotten. There's Sakaki. And then looking down here for the incense. There's another grave right here. This one doesn't have really anything just other than the place for the incense. More graves over there. That one has flowers. So maybe this isn't the forgotten part. The forgotten part is further up. The forgotten part, all the graves are clustered together. That's pretty amazing. Okay. I don't want to disturb the dead. So let's make our way back down carefully. Kurt, we're not by the man anymore. It's not so much that I'm afraid of falling so much, although I should be. I don't have the coordination that I once had. It's more that I know that when I do fall, I don't recover like I used to. It takes a long time for me to heal. I don't want to be stuck at home watching TV. I'd rather get out and have fun. Let's see if I can show you the abandoned cluster of graves, which I'm pretty sure are right up here to the right. Well, this is as far as I'll go in the dark. There is a trail that goes further up. Can you see anything? I need a stronger flashlight. There it is. I can see it. So what they do is, when people stop paying, when families die out, and no one comes to pay the priest to tend to the graves, they take the stones and they move them and make room for other families in the main graveyard. And they put all the stones together here in a pile. So these are all the stones of deceased families. I mean, well, clearly. Well, it's different, right? I mean, these are deceased people. But think about a deceased family. The whole family is gone. No one's left to care for the stones. No one's left to pay the priest their price to attend to the services of the dead. And what happens is all the stones, I mean, it would be disrespectful for them to just to be, what could you do with them, right? Throw them in the river? No. You stack them up here, one after another. And if you look closely enough, we'll find not just stones, but Jizo statues. Yeah, statues of the patron saint of women. There he is right there. There's Jizo. And another Jizo. Still more. Oh, this is a musical Jizo. This is a Jizo for dead babies. I shouldn't say it, that sounds crass. Children who have passed. But it really is. I mean, there's a dark, not dark, but there's a deep side to the musical Jizo. I could make a whole video about that sometime. I have, I'm sure it's somewhere. All of these Jizo statues. Ooh, there's an interesting one. And a big one up there. Why are you up here? Oh, I know, right? Because that's the one that's overlooking all the rest. Huh. And this is a marker for someone who's passed. I wonder why that's there. Anyway, they just go on and on. It's a big pile. Okay. And there's 2. Oh, this is for, isn't this the husband and wife thing? Maybe. Let's step away. Thank you, everybody. Give a respectful bow. Okay, and I'll see if I can find my way back. Now, if I was to continue up this way where the light is, that is a trail that goes through an amazing woods. And then there's like a deep cut in the ground. The water is carved out, right through the cut with the walls on either side, inches away. It's like being inside the earth. And eventually you come out the other side. And then there's a network of trails leading up to a place called the Nihondaira, which is the name of this mountain in Shizuoka. And from there you have a magnificent view of Mount Fuji. You can take the ropeway tram across to Kunozan Toshogu Jinja, the place where Ieyasu Tokugawa's the shogun, his ashes were interred for the first year after he died before they were moved to their permanent home in Nikko. It's a really nice place. And this is my backyard now, especially now that Miko and I are buying a house. So every day, first thing in the morning, after I do my stuff that I do in the morning, from 4 to 5, at 5 a.m. I head out and I'll hike until my alarm goes off in the back of my butt. And then I'll turn around and go back and meet my wife by 7 a.m. and she and I can have breakfast together and start our day. Get a lot of exercise and a bit of an adventure. All before the sun comes up, at least in the winter time. And we're back at the shrine. The ghosts did us no harm. This time at least. Thanks for joining me as we climbed the steps and visited the ghostless graveyard. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Not back down the stairs. We go. Don't fall. Remember, be safe, but not too safe.